Everybody hates Pope. Everybody hates Pope. Everybody hates Pope. Everybody hates Pope.
This is an MB13 production.
Everybody hates Pope. Everybody hates Pope. Everybody hates Pope. Everybody hates Pope. Talking all facts, keeping egos. If you got receipts, brother, bring them to the show. When it come down to it, who to go? All you LeBron team fans, I want smoke. Everybody hates Pope. Everybody hates Pope. Everybody hates Pope. Everybody hates Pope. Talking all facts, keeping ego.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Everybody Hates Pope. Coming to you, we're going to dive right into it. Don't want to waste too much time. I do want to thank everybody that's reached out to me with prayers and well wishes, because yes, your boy Pope did test positive for coronavirus. Definitely a little bit worried about that, but I got a lot of faith. I've been taking a lot of good care of my body, so I put it in God's hands. But please, people, take the situation very, very seriously. Mask up, wear your gloves, wash your hands. Do what you gotta do, man, because it is a real situation. And although we may have bodies that can fight off infection, fight off viruses, we do have elderly people and young people. I am concerned about my mother and my stepfather. They was around me, so that is a major concern. That's a lot to be on one's heart. So again, take this situation seriously, man. Quit trying to be a conspiracy theorist. You really don't know. None of us really know. So just do what you gotta do, man. And my prayers go out to everybody. And I'm very, very thankful for all the love and support. Now, moving on. Because the coronavirus cannot stop the show, Everybody Hates Pope Radio. We cover all things sports, social issues, politics, religion, whatever. Woke up this morning and I see that Desean Jackson is in a whole lot of hot water. This brother put things on social media quoting Hitler. It's never really a good idea to quote Hitler. Whether what he's saying is the truth or not, it's never really a good idea to quote Hitler. But the major thing that caught my attention and that bothered me was his affiliation and his favoritism of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And it's been all over the ESPN, all over Undisputed. They want to make sure that they clump him in with Minister Louis Farrakhan as if that's something to be ashamed of, as if that's something not honorable. And Desean backed down. Desean is apologizing. He's on his knees. He claims he needs a new education. I'm very, very disturbed by that, family. And I'm even more disturbed in this time where everybody's shouting Black Lives Matter, and it seems that we are supposedly gaining some steam, and white people are starting to see our plight and our struggle. That does not stop old white men from telling young black men exactly who we should love. The idea that the Philadelphia Eagles ownership, the idea that Jeffrey Lurie and these guys can tell this black man that he cannot love another black man that has been fighting for him for 65 years. In my opinion, that's racism at its finest. What gives this man, what gives these men the right, the moral justification to tell Desean Jackson that he can't embrace a black man that is fighting for him and has given his entire life to fighting for him? That's mind-boggling to me. And I posted as such on my social media today. I posted that on Facebook. And I was kind of surprised. But I did get some backlash. I did get a brother that says, you know what? No, I do not defend Minister Louis Farrakhan. And I looked at that and I said, well, wow, I'll be damned. And I wanted that brother to come on the show, and I wanted him to talk about that so that we can listen to it and we can process it. So today I have my brother Melvin Hall on the line. I got my brother Mel. He's coming out straight out of Alabama. Smart brother, Baltimore Raven fan. And I'd like to welcome Melvin to the show.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, man?
All right, what's going on, man? What's going on? First of all, I'd like to extend my prayers and let you know I'm overly concerned with your issue with the coronavirus, man. Stay prayed up, stay healed up, take your vitamin C and zinc, man. You're going to be just fine.
Man, that's much appreciated, brother. I need as much encouraging words as I can get right now, man, because it definitely is a little bit worrisome, but I appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir.
So, man, listen, man, we're going to get right into it, man. I put up a post and I said, you know, Farrakhan has been fighting for black people for over 65 years. He's been defending us for over 65 years. Are we going to defend Minister Louis Farrakhan? You came on and you said no. And I didn't know why you were saying no. So I asked you, you know, does that mean you're not going to defend the minister? And you said, don't get me to cussing, man. So when you said that, I said, you know what? I need to understand what this brother is talking about. I need to hear this. Hey, man, the floor is yours, man. What's going on, man? What should be for Minister Louis Farrakhan?
When I read your post, man, my answer is a legitimate no. I did not want to alienate a lot of black people. I did not want to make your post more controversial than it should be. But I do have my opinions and thoughts on the Minister Louis Farrakhan. They're not going to change. And you want to get right into it. One of the greatest civil rights leaders, if not the greatest civil rights leader that ever walked this earth, was Malcolm X. I don't know if the people, black people alone, do not understand the impact that Malcolm X had on the civil rights movement, what he meant to the movement, and what he added to the movement. I'm a Black Lives Matter supporter. I support Black Lives. I'm not going to even go against what Desean Jackson said. He's in hot water, understandably, but I do agree with the point he was attempting to make. And we're going to always take the context of the news media and white folks in power and make it what we want it to be. So this ain't about the post against Desean Jackson. What I am concerned with is how do we follow the person who has a hand in killing our leader. Now, if anybody want to go do the research on this, anybody want to do any background checks on this, fact check this, Louis Farrakhan had a hand in killing Malcolm X. Jealousy from the top of the Nation of Islam on down to the bottom of it. He is now considered the leader of a Nation of Islam that failed us with the killing of our civil rights leader Malcolm X because of jealousy, envy, and hate. They killed him. Black men killed our black civil rights leader Malcolm X. So
Okay.
if you got any questions or concerns, that's why I would never respect the rhetoric that comes from Louis Farrakhan. I do agree with you that a lot of his rhetoric was true when it comes to, but I would never support somebody who brutally murdered in front of his wife and his kids the way they did Malcolm X.
Okay. So you're saying let's do some research. What evidence do you have that Louis Farrakhan killed Malcolm X?
We got a lot of evidence. We got a lot of evidence. Like I said, I'm just getting out work. I'm not prepared to lay all the evidence down. Some believe, some don't. I don't know if you had a chance to check out the Netflix documentary Who Killed, the original HBO documentary Who Killed Malcolm X. I don't know if you got to see the 60-minute interview with Malcolm X's oldest daughter who was in the Audubon Museum that day that Malcolm X was killed. I don't know if you ever heard of Khalid.
Brother, hold on, bro. So, in that 60-minute interview with Malcolm X's daughter, what did she say that made you believe that Louis Farrakhan killed Malcolm X?
Okay, if you go to the beginning of it, if you go to the beginning of the interview, she admitted that she got to muster up the energy to even face her dad's killer. Now, she said that she had to talk to her mom and her dad in heaven, and they had to walk her from the hotel, walk her to the airport, walk her to the actual set where he was going to sit with her. And then if you watch the interview, she was real disgusted to sit up there. But it's not just that. That's what his daughter believes. That's what his family believes. That's what.
Okay, I can't let you be long-winded, brother. I'm gonna ask you some questions, and you got the platform, but I can't let you be long-winded because I'm I have done the research.
The truth ain't short out.
Hold on, I have done the research. Okay, and that same daughter is if you listen to her speak now, she would tell you that Mr. Louis Farrakhan had nothing to do with that. Now, this is a question I have. If Farrakhan killed Malcolm X, why isn't he in jail? Why didn't he get arrested for that?
Why? Because they got the three people that killed Malcolm X. It was a hit. It was a setup from the start. It was a setup from the top, from Elijah Muhammad on down, and which played. Why was he in New Jersey that day with the people who killed Malcolm X was from the New Jersey mob? I mean, it's a lot that we can go through, but if we're not going to be long-winded, it's going to be a lot that'll not get covered. But in short answer is, everybody can do their own research. You ask me a question why I don't respect what Farrakhan, that's the reason. Everybody do their own research, and that'll pretty much cover it.
Okay, so since we're not going to put any solid research on the ground, hold on 1 second, bro. Being that we're not going to put any solid research on the ground, let me say this. There is no credible actual evidence that connects Louis Farrakhan to that murder. There isn't any. When you watch the Netflix documentary, there is not one person that put Louis Farrakhan in that. Even on the Netflix documentary, no one said, "Hey, man, Louis Farrakhan has something to do with this." No one. The three people that they arrested did not imply that Louis Farrakhan had anything to do with it. There is literally not one shred of evidence to support what you're saying. You're going to
Okay, so you said there's no credible evidence that the Nation of Islam killed Malcolm X? None whatsoever.
I said none.
Okay, so you mean to tell me that, so where is the evidence pointing to the death of Malcolm X?
To the government, to the CIA and the FBI.
Yes, and I agree with you 100%. That if you want me to agree with you, I agree with you 100%. The FBI, the CIA, they did orchestrate and kill Malcolm X. So don't make no argument. But who did they use to do it?
They used a criminal that was not a member of the Nation of Islam.
Okay, and so what credible evidence that you have to support that?
The Netflix documentary. To start
Okay.
one,
So
for two to three people that were actually arrested. None of these people factually were members and card carrying registered members of the Nation of Islam. None of them.
Okay, so we are using the same source.
No.
We're using the same source. You using the Netflix documentary as a source, and I'm using the Netflix documentary. So we both interpreted that differently, I can only assume.
Well, there's no interpretation. In that Netflix documentary, there is no evidence that Louis Farrakhan or the Nation of Islam had anything to do with it. They went through a whole entire documentary. Okay, listen. I want to explain something. When you talk about the Elijah Muhammad, you're talking about a man that was surveilled 24/7 his entire life. Phones tapped, everything. And they could not find any shred of evidence that he wanted this man to be killed. There was none. If Elijah Muhammad had anything to do with his death, he would be arrested. You don't think the government will want to kill two birds with one stone?
And I understand. That's why I don't. Like I said, that's why I did not comment. That's why I did not comment on your Facebook post, because I don't want to just alienate people for no reason. And I got my belief, they're my belief. But when I interpreted and what I saw in that Netflix documentary, if you could do all of this wrong to a man all the way up out of jealousy, envy, and hate, starting from the top with Elijah Muhammad. Elijah Muhammad hated that he was becoming more successful and said, and they was even threatening. You had Elijah Muhammad's son that was envious of Malcolm X because of the popularity and the fame that he was gaining.
Listen, we're going all over the place. Now, we started off talking about Louis Farrakhan. Now we're talking about Elijah Muhammad's son. Now, I'm going to speak my truth now. Okay. When you looked at that Netflix film, see, as black people, we have a tendency to love the student and not the teacher. There is not one single thing on that entire documentary that proves that Elijah Muhammad was jealous of Malcolm X. All Elijah Muhammad. Hold on. All Elijah Muhammad. Okay, give me an instance where it proves that Elijah Muhammad was jealous of Malcolm X.
I'm trying to figure out which scenario I want to use. When you put him out of a house and stay in all this time, when you
Stop right there. I'm not gonna let you ramble. So you said when he put him out of a house. Whose house was it?
It was the Nation of Islam house.
Okay, now what had Malcolm done before that?
What did he do?
He betrayed the Elijah Muhammad, and he said that Elijah Muhammad was being with children, right?
Was that a lie?
No, that's not the. Will you hold on a second, brother? So after you,
was it a lie?
Yes, it is a lie. Yes, it is a lie. See, but you want to keep me going. I can tell you how it's a lie, but let me get to your first point.
All right, go ahead.
If it's me and you and you're Malcolm, and we spend all this time saying that the white man is the devil, and the second that we have a falling out, you go to that devil, you go to that white man, and you tell him secrets that you know about me. There ain't nothing honorable about that. Now, what Malcolm could have did was Malcolm could have left. He could have walked away. He could have did his own thing. But he went to what he was saying was the devil and told secrets about me. That's a snitch.
Yeah, it's a snitch.
Now,
it's a snitch if you did.
Now, let me continue though. I'm supposed to continue to let you live in that house? I'm supposed to continue to let you live in the house. Are you kidding me? Let's think this thing through. Now, you asked me, was it a lie? Yes, it was a lie. Elijah Muhammad wasn't with no kids.
So we don't supposed to be the black. We don't supposed to be the lead of black women that came forward to say that he was. We don't supposed to lead those black women.
No, they were telling the truth, but they weren't kids. The youngest one was 17. That's number one.
That's a kid. It's a 65-year-old man.
Stop, brother. I'm gonna give you some understanding here. Now, in 2020, you're damn right. That's a kid. In 2020. But Elijah Muhammad is a man that was born in 1914, bro. He was a grown man in the 1940s. This stuff was going on in the 50s and 60s. Our grandparents all had children by girls that were 15 and 16 years old. So let's not apply 2020 rules to the 1950s.
So you saying it's true, but it's okay.
No, it wasn't true. And yes, it is okay. My grandmother had kids when she was 14, 15. That's what they did back in the day. That's exactly what they did back in the day.
So you said that it's true.
No, what is it?
You use the example that your grandmother had kids at 14. That means that it is true.
No, it's not true that Elijah Muhammad had kids when they were 14. I'm saying that the youngest one that he was dealing with was 17. So to go to the government and say that he's dealing with kids, ain't nobody thinking about 17-year-olds. Everybody's thinking about children, man. 12, 13, 14. But even if that was the case, that's what they did back then.
Okay,
we need to have understanding. And also, this is very important to know. Malcolm X knew this beforehand. The question that you gotta ask yourself is, why did Malcolm X tell? Why did Malcolm X take this information to the white man? He took the information to the white man because he got suspended for a measly 90 days. Nobody takes a look at for disobeying a direct order and not speaking on the death or the assassination of Kennedy.
So once again, we don't want to honor the white man, but this white man, we just gotta be quiet on. We're gonna be silent on this white man.
Do you know why? Do you know? See, you lack understanding. And let me say this. Even if you don't understand why he said it, it doesn't matter, brother. When you have a job or when you are a part of an organization, but in Malcolm's case, when you dealt with a man that took you from being a career criminal to one of the world's greatest leaders of all time, you owe him at least to follow his orders. You don't sit there.
And if you don't, if I don't follow your order, you kill me.
No, it wasn't he get killed. He got sat down off of his post for a measly 90 days, which, by the way, most ministers would have got sat down for damn near a year. And not only did he not get sat down, he was still allowed to be on his post. Most wouldn't be allowed to be on the post. He got a slap on the hand. He got a slap on the hand.
And that's why we need to promote and let the people, let your listeners watch Who Killed Malcolm X, and you let them chime in and see what they see.
Well, I'm talking to you. My listeners are listening to me now. See, what I'm doing right now is educating, because we went from.
You educate who?
I'm educating you. I'm educating you. And when I say I'm educating you, you did not know. You did not know that Malcolm was being a snitch. You didn't know that.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
So why are we defending?
I know why, and I know he did, and I think that's messed up. I did know that. So you're not educating me on the stuff I know.
So why are we?
I don't think he should have went to the media but he did.
Okay.
Chris got him killed.
Why is that okay?
I never said it was okay. I'm just letting you know the events that led up to what happened.
Okay.
I never said it was okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna move on, because really none of this has nothing to do with Farrakhan.
It got everything to do with Farrakhan.
What does it have to do with Farrakhan?
Because Farrakhan was one of the ones who followed out the orders from the supposed to be Honorable Elijah Muhammad to kill Malcolm X.
Where did you find orders from Elijah Muhammad to kill Malcolm X? Where did you find those orders at?
Say that again?
Where did you find orders from Elijah Muhammad to kill Malcolm X?
It ain't orders on papers like
where they at?
Orders. Let's be realistic.
Where are they at?
We know. I mean, people who studied it and people who understand it know, and people who don't want to understand it will never know.
Okay.
That's why I don't even get into the discussion, because people who don't want to understand it as yourself will never know.
I want to understand.
I can be right there. We are referencing the same source.
I want to understand it, but the same Netflix never implied that Louis Farrakhan did this.
So why did they reopen the investigation?
Wait a minute, hold on, brother. You just now said that Louis Farrakhan was in New Jersey when this man got killed in Harlem.
Right.
So how did Louis Farrakhan kill him?
Where was the people that killed Malcolm X from? What mall?
They was from
New Jersey.
Hold on.
Come on.
Wait. Since we're using the same source, they were from New Jersey. However, that same source said that New Jersey had fell into different factions. Those brothers that killed Malcolm X, even though they were from New Jersey, they were not registered members of the Nation of Islam. Now come on, man. Let's not escape the facts.
The people they arrested.
They were not registered members of the Nation of Islam. But again, so because Louis Farrakhan is in New Jersey, how did he kill Malcolm X?
I never said he pulled the trigger.
Then what did he do?
He was a part of the leadership that pulled a hit on Malcolm X. Stop acting like I'm saying something that I'm not saying.
No, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
I never said he pulled up trigger. He was part of the leadership structure that ordered the death of Malcolm X. Started at the top with Elijah Muhammad.
Okay,
that is simple to understand. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, brother, I know. I'm asking you to prove what you're saying. But let me ask you this. Being that he is a part, I mean, you figured it out. You figured it out. Why didn't the FBI arrest Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad?
Because the FBI is the one that got them to do it.
Oh, okay.
The FBI
okay.
is the one that got the Nation of Islam. Come on, you said answer your own question at the beginning of the show.
Okay,
you
so
answered that question. The FBI, they had nine federal agents in the Audubon Museum that day. Come on, man, let's stop. Let's stop.
I know this, Melvin. I know this. But tell me this. So now you're telling me that the FBI got with the Nation of Islam.
That's exactly what happened.
Okay, now, you said that the Nation of Islam was jealous of Malcolm X. So why did the Nation of Islam, if the Nation of Islam wanted him dead, why didn't they just kill him without the help of the FBI?
Because first off, it was a common enemy for the FBI and for the Nation of Islam. They teamed up to kill a common enemy. It happens all the time, bro.
But wait a minute, why would they need to team up with the FBI to kill Malcolm X?
To get away with it.
What? Okay, so you're telling me that the Nation of Islam couldn't have gotten away with it without the help of the FBI?
Probably could have, probably didn't. They never tried. They chose to go the route of going with the FBI.
Now I got another question. Why would the FBI need to team up with Elijah Muhammad to kill Malcolm X? Why wouldn't they just kill him themselves?
Two birds with one stone.
It ain't two birds with one stone. They didn't.
Yes, it is, because you ruined the reputation of the Nation of Islam. It fell apart after Malcolm X. You had two factions of the. You had the go watch Khalid Muhammad video, man. It would explain this to you. Have you ever heard of Khalid Muhammad?
Yes.
The original leader of FOI, the Fruit of Islam?
Yes.
Okay, go watch this. This ain't that I came up with on my own.
Okay, brother. So now look, the Nation of Islam did not fall off after Malcolm got murdered. The Nation of Islam fell off after Elijah Muhammad died. Know your facts, okay? Now,
okay.
Hold on.
Let's be factual now. Let's be factual.
Hold on. Even though it fell off, today the Nation of Islam is bigger than ever. Now, I do.
It's what?
It's bigger than ever.
Okay, see, this is why. This is the part I'm not gonna come in on, because I don't want to just alienate different religions and aspects of it. I have a problem.
All right, so listen, I'm not gonna waste time on it. So basically, what you're saying is you don't support Farrakhan because he killed Malcolm X.
Yeah.
But you don't have no evidence to prove that he killed Malcolm X.
I have laid out everything I got.
You didn't lay out anything. There's no. Listen. You don't.
Dictator say it ain't nothing. That's the viewer. That's your listener's choice to pick out there. You can't just say that to try to dictate that you was right.
Well, what I'm trying to tell you is this: when you look at the relationship between the Nation of Islam and Malcolm X, okay?
Mm-hmm.
When Malcolm X left the Nation of Islam, he didn't last 1 year.
Because the people, they killed him.
Can I finish my statement?
Yeah, go ahead.
He didn't last 1 year. Malcolm was able to come from being in prison to being one of the world's most renowned figures. Able to say whatever he wanted to say. With the protection of the Nation of Islam, nobody laid one finger on him. Once leaving the Nation of Islam, he didn't last 1 year. His discipline went out the window, and he would have never been dead if he decided to have security, but he made the decision not to have security. His decision making was awful. Not only that, Malcolm X wasn't even able to keep his home. He wanted to live in a home that he was given to. This is a man that wanted to live in a home of a man that he betrayed. But on the other hand, the Nation of Islam is better than ever right now. They're in different countries right now. They organize Million Man marches. They have universities and schools. So when people say Malcolm X made the Nation of Islam, remember this. Somebody put this information into Malcolm X. Malcolm X didn't have that information. He didn't have that knowledge. He didn't have that wisdom. He didn't have that protection. He didn't have that muscle. Malcolm X had charisma. He was a great speaker. But you got to have the actual knowledge first. Now, going on to Louis Farrakhan.
Wait, let me rebut what you just said there.
Go ahead.
Now, Malcolm X, what you said was true about Malcolm X. He did not have the knowledge. He was taken out of prison. He was groomed by the Nation of Islam. He was taught by the Nation of Islam. And he even prefaced everything he said to that point. He always prefaced anything he said to the point that these are not my teachers, these are the teachers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He always did that. Now, it was not Malcolm X's fault that he became the crowd pleaser and the person that people wanted to hear. It was not Malcolm X's fault that people became jealous of him. It was, and you said he didn't last a year behind the protection of that, behind leaving the Nation of Islam, because the Nation of Islam is the reason he stayed that long, and they took his protection away so they can kill him. Now you can go to what you're saying.
Okay. They took their protection away from him because he betrayed them. I would never protect a man that betrays me. Well, see, the problem with the Malcolm X story is nobody holds Malcolm X accountable. Nobody. This is what happened. Okay? I'm going to tell you what happened. Malcolm, and I agree with you. There were rank and file that were jealous of Malcolm, but never Elijah Muhammad. Never. Elijah Muhammad protected Malcolm, and when Malcolm disobeyed a direct order, Elijah Muhammad just gave him a little slap on the wrist where any other person would have got bolted down. But this is the truest issue. After Malcolm got his little week suspension, he couldn't take it. The man couldn't take his suspension like a man. And he lost his mind, and he went and became a snitch, and he betrayed the man that saved his whole entire life. Now,
and if you want to characterize it like that, that explains why they killed him.
No, just hold on a second.
Thank you for playing. Thank you for letting the listeners and the viewers. Thank you for building up the scenario on why they killed Malcolm X.
Yeah, I mean, you can interrupt me and overtalk me. That don't mean you're right. So
I'm not trying to interrupt you. I'm just trying to make sure we get that point in. I'm doing a lot of listening right now. You're doing a great job of explaining, but I got to interject when something is right.
So, after watching the Netflix documentary, and it's a really sad day when black people are educated by Netflix, but after watching that, there are way more documentation of Elijah Muhammad publicly speaking and telling rank and file, do not touch Malcolm X.
Yep, well noted, well stated.
But what there is not one shred of evidence that a hit was called. Not one. The FBI hasn't found it, the CIA hasn't found it, you haven't found it, no one has found it. But what we have found is the CIA and the FBI's involvement. We have not found Elijah Muhammad's involvement in this death. It's non-existent. Now, there is no evidence that Farrakhan had anything to do with it. I don't even understand, let's suppose that you're right and that Elijah Muhammad did. Well, how is Farrakhan involved in it? Hold on. You're just lumping them in.
I've been holding.
Go ahead, brother.
But this is a show, and I respect the show, but I just love, and I do think this great conversation, great debate. But what I do want to say is the reason I hold Minister Farrakhan, I hold the whole top of the chain of the Nation of Islam at that time, and he was up there. And that's why I hold him accountable. And that's just it. And like I said, I just want people to do their research on you. You keep saying that it's a shame when we got to educate ourselves on that. Please don't say. I didn't use that term because that's the one you use. But it is plenty more research out there. I would love for any of your listeners and viewers to please go check out a couple of videos on Khalid Muhammad. I guarantee you your mind will change on what the Nation of Islam actually stood for. And he was the top lieutenant of the FOI of Israel. So I really want the viewers to check that out. I'm not even in here trying to convince anyone. This is what I want you to understand, and the listeners and viewers. I'm not trying to convince anyone to not believe or try to believe what I'm saying. I'm just only giving my reason on why I don't.
Okay, I mean, and that's fair. But again, you're falling back on. I want your listeners to research it. You're the one making this claim, and I'll say this.
I'm not making a claim.
Hold on. I'll say this. I'm never going to charge a man with murder without being able to prove what I'm saying. I'm not going to charge a man with murder and then turn around and tell people research it. I'm not going to charge a man with murder and assume that the white man ain't going to arrest him. I'm not going to charge a man with murder and assume that the FBI and the CIA wouldn't arrest him. I'm never going to assume that the FBI and the CIA would make a deal with the Nation of Islam and then hold up true to the deal and then sit back and watch the Nation of Islam change lives. Why in the hell would the FBI be okay with the Nation of Islam or Elijah Muhammad? Let me finish my point. Why in the hell would the FBI or the CIA want the student to be killed and not the teacher? Now, I'm about to start speaking truth to power now. What kind of organization would say, damn, you know what? We need Malcolm to be killed. Oh, but the teacher, he can stay alive. He can stay out here on the streets. That makes a lot of sense because then he can raise another one. He can raise Farrakhan. It's not Malcolm. See, black people, we get excited with good talking. We get excited with charisma. That white man ain't worried about no goddamn charisma. That white man is worried about the information that he was talking.
Worried about who had the ear of the people.
Okay, but
who had the ear of the people?
Let me finish. The charisma don't get the ear of the people. It's the knowledge and the wisdom that gets the ear of the people.
So why wasn't Elijah Muhammad out there spreading his own knowledge?
He was. Stop. He was. The Nation of Islam didn't start with Malcolm X.
I know that. So why did the jealousy arise?
I'm telling you, amongst the rank and file, jealousy arrived. But it never arrived with Elijah Muhammad. Now, the jealousy arrived with the rank and file because of the favoritism that Elijah showed Malcolm. That's why. Even when he got suspended, they were jealous about how he got suspended because anybody else would have got murdered for that. You don't disrespect or you don't go against a direct order from the Elijah Muhammad? Are you kidding me? So even the way he dealt with Malcolm bothered the rank and file. And I keep telling you this, there was never no jealousy from Elijah Muhammad. There was jealousy from rank and file. I agree with you on that. But that was the issue with what Malcolm did. Once Malcolm did what he did, Elijah Muhammad can't control millions of black men that love him that much. He can't control a rogue dude that might just go and beat the hell out of Malcolm X. These people love.
But just in case he can, within a year we'll have him dead. He'll be dead. Just in case.
Yeah, well, again, man, you can do that, man. That's very irresponsible on your part.
And I'm gonna let you, because I don't want to seem like I'm actually debating you, but I'm not opposing you. Does that make any sense? I'm debating you. I'm not opposing you. The only reason I say that because I want to make it clear to you and anyone listening that I'm not trying to change mine. I'm not trying to change heart. I don't want to even change how you feel about Elijah Muhammad. I'm answering the question you asked me on Facebook. Why don't I like Minister Farrakhan? That's it. I'm just answering the question. I'm not trying to change your mind.
I understand that, brother. But
hold on, you told me not to cut you off. And this your show. This your show, so I want to respect your show. But I do want to make this clear, because you have questioned the research on several occasions throughout this show.
Yes.
And which, if I was in your position, I would question any research too. But let's be clear that I did not have any intentions on discussing this today. I did not have all of everything I knew lined up in pieces of paper and stuff. Mm-hmm. Only thing I can tell you is what I feel and what I believe and what I know off the top of my head. If we ever want to get into factual information, if I had my time, in which I did, and we know why. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want you to keep coming to me with the evidence when I ain't had time to prepare no evidence. I don't need no evidence on my high.
You don't need no evidence. I mean, the fact of the matter is you don't have any evidence.
I have plenty of evidence. I have plenty of evidence. But if somebody calls you, and you talking off the top of your head, I don't have it lined up in front of me.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? I ain't have time to prepare as you had time to prepare for this show.
Okay,
but even in that case, I think that you doing a great job of presenting your information, and I'm doing an even better job of presenting with no information. And we'll let the listeners and the viewers decide, but you can't dictate that you're correct. And that's it. They don't work like that.
Okay. So, as far as Desean Jackson goes,
okay,
he clearly likes Farrakhan.
And a lot of people do.
Okay. And are you okay with him backing down to liking Farrakhan once Jeffrey Lurie and the ownership pulled him out? I'm
not okay with that. First of all, let me answer your question. First of all, if you're a Minister Farrakhan fan and you stand up and you say something that you believe, should no white man in America make you take what you say back. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I don't think he should apologize. Matter of fact, I agree with him. And this is what I want to make clear what he was saying. Since every news outlet want to take what he's saying out of context. All Desean Jackson was asking us to do is what black folks should have been doing. We got $2.3 trillion come through our hands every day, and we ain't got a dime to show for it. We ain't got black bank. Put your money together if you want to start any type of movement. Start with putting your money together. So I do agree with him on that, and I do not support him taking his love and admiration for Minister Farrakhan away because a couple white men told him to. So no, I don't agree with that.
Okay, so we're in agreement. Another question: has Farrakhan done any good?
Yes. Once again, Farrakhan. But now let me say something. Farrakhan has the million bars is great. Mr. Farrakhan has spent some knowledge and put some knowledge in black people's heads for the last 40 years.
65.
I do listen to Minister Farrakhan. I do agree with a lot of he say, but I do not support him as a man. I do not support the Nation of Islam. I do not support Elijah Muhammad. I just don't. It's against me.
Okay. All right, man. Hey, everybody got the right to believe what they want, man. It's astonishing to me, man. Like in 2020, man, I'm always amazed at people that still believe that Minister Louis Farrakhan killed Malcolm X when he was in New Jersey. But I just don't understand that, man. This man's in New Jersey. He killed Malcolm X.
But I guarantee you, I'm not alone in my thoughts, and I guarantee you, it's more than you think that feel the same way or know. And it's somebody here who know. It's somebody here know it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm the ones who've been reading and learning. There's some people up there who know it. So,
Let me say this in closing, and I'm not trying to convince you. I'm speaking my truth. But Farrakhan said a long time ago, and it's online, and a lot of people got outraged by it. But he said something to the effect that if we did kill Malcolm X, what business is it of yours? And they didn't hear the entire speech, so they don't know. They don't have everything in context. But one thing as a community that we really get messed up a lot is we do not highlight Malcolm X's failures and where he went sideways, and we don't highlight the consequences. What Malcolm X actually did, it was something that was punishable. I don't want to say by death because I don't like that.
Elijah Muhammad, as much as he feel like he was God, he's not God.
No, nobody thought that, and nobody. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm saying you don't get to make that decision.
Well, you do get to make that decision. You can make that decision.
Ooh. Yeah, you can make the decision, but they don't make it the right decision.
Right, right. But he gets to make that decision. See, you cut me off and we're arguing now, but he does get to make that decision. He absolutely. If a man betrays me, I get to make the decision on whether I want to kill him or not. That don't mean it's right or not, but if you betray me in that fashion.
Exactly.
Now again, I'll say this. Malcolm X could have easily just walked away. Just walk away, man, do your own thing. But you don't run to the enemy. We don't sit here and make all this bread and eat together and live a good lifestyle. And then as soon as y'all do something you don't like, you're gonna go to our enemy? What kind of shit is that? What kind of shit is that? And then on top of that, man, this is life and death situation. We out here talking about the white man as the devil. We out here fighting for our people. I'm building an organization here that has an airport, grocery stores, universities. We're building an actual nation. I'm bringing people just like yourself out of prison. I'm resurrecting lives. I'm taking black men. There was numbers runners, there was murderers, there was rapists, and I'm turning them into God-fearing men that can make a difference for a nation, good husbands and good fathers. I'm doing all of this, and you want to tear it down because you're upset because you got suspended, because you disrespected a direct order? Do you not see the sickness in that? You want to think for 1 second. Malcolm X is not the only criminal that got saved. All these criminals, all these brothers that came straight from prison to become great men, to become leaders in their society, leaders in their communities. You want to bring all of that down. All of it down. Because you can't handle a 90-day suspension. That is insanely sick, bro. And nobody really looks at Malcolm's failures and say, you know what, we're going to learn from history. No, we go straight to Elijah Muhammad and what he did wrong. We go straight to Farrakhan and what he did wrong. It's time to take a look at Malcolm. Nobody should do their teacher like that. Nobody should do a man that saved your life like that. I'm living in a house.
So Pope, show me the way. Pope, get me out of jail. Pope, you feed me. Pope, raise me. I become successful. And I find out Pope is with the girls that I'm supposed to just say, okay, that's fine. Because he did all that. Nah, that don't work like that.
Okay, brother, but you're not, see, you kind of skipped over something. First of all, he wasn't messing with little girls. That's number one.
Like your older mission, they were the younger one was 17, he was 65.
That's number one. Number two, Malcolm X knew about these girls before. He decided to tell about these girls after his suspension.
That's up. I mean, that's up for debate.
It's not up for debate. There is no debate. That's facts. Malcolm. Listen, the girls. It wasn't no secret. And also, you may not know this.
So you said that it wasn't no secret that he was messing with little girl, but yet still you said he was messing with little girl.
Because he wasn't messing with little girls. I keep telling you that. And 17-year-old is not a little girl. It's a minor, but it's not a little girl. But it wasn't a little girl then. I don't understand why you're not connecting those dots. But again, this became an issue with Malcolm X after he got suspended. And I don't care how you look at it, man. You know, just like I know, back in the 60s, brothers was being with 17-year-old girls, and it wasn't even considered to be like it is today. You know this. There wasn't nothing abnormal about being with a 17-year-old girl back then. But I want to say this, though. All those girls, they're still in the Nation of Islam, man. They're still well taken care of. And you can't find one of those girls that has a bad word to say about Elijah Muhammad. What I'm trying to tell you is, Malcolm X just went insane because he couldn't handle his suspension. Malcolm X became in love with the attention and he couldn't handle his suspension. And he became a rat and he became a traitor to a nation.
But Malcolm X, to remember about all of black Americans all over the world, black Americans still recognize and love Malcolm X, and you have your chosen few who recognize and love Elijah Muhammad. So who legacy lasted longer in what should count?
Elijah Muhammad, let me answer that. That shows the sickness in us.
I don't see folks out here celebrating Elijah Muhammad besides followers of Elijah Muhammad. People all over the world celebrate and love Malcolm X. So that's just how I ended. And I think you did an awesome job with this show, man. And I appreciate you bringing politics with sports because they go hand in hand. You do a great job of it, man. I'm a listener of the show. I'm a follower of the show, man. You do a great job at what you do. Anytime you need me, I'll be there for you. I might not agree with you, but that don't mean I don't respect.
Well, I appreciate that. And with that being said, bro, what's gonna go down with them Baltimore Ravens, man? Because you know, y'all been begging to get Antonio Brown on the field for some time because y'all need some wide receiver help. How y'all gonna handle that Pittsburgh Steelers defense? Because it will be a top 3, probably the best defense in the entire National Football League.
Well, being that we'll have the number 1 ranked offense against a top 3 defense that we will.
Hold on, time out. What makes you think you're gonna have a number 1 offense?
Because I always do. I always do. I have that. I had last year. You don't have the talent on the field to stop our rushing attack.
We did it last year. We shut Lamar Jackson's ass completely down.
It don't count if you don't win.
No, it does count. It does count. See, that's stuff you're making up. That's stuff you're making up. It counts.
You play to win the game, coach.
That's true, but we walk into it knowing that we can stop Lamar Jackson. We ain't wondering, we ain't worrying. We know we can shut him down.
Hey, do it. We like Nike just do it 14-2 last year. Look at the bill on there. Don't care about wins or losses. We need to do something in the playoffs. I told you that last time I talked to you. That's all I want to do. I'm not going to sit up and make these crazy predictions. I want to win in the playoffs. That's what I want. The Steelers are the big brother that is smaller than the little brother. You had it sometimes, and it's just what it is.
Well, as long as we big brother, man, remember that, man. Hey, man, thanks for coming through the show, man. Hey, man, you stood tall, man. You know what I mean? We don't got to agree, man. You stood tall. Like you said, let the people decide, man. I appreciate you coming through, man. I hope you and your family stay safe.
Hey, you too, man. Get better, get well soon, bro.
Thanks, bro. Hey, man, that's that, man. You know, let me say this, man. The brother came through, man, and he didn't mince any words. He stood on his own too, man. But I'll tell you what, man. I think that in 2020, when people are still blaming Louis Farrakhan for the death of Malcolm X, I cringe at that, man. I really cringe at that because that's what they want us to believe. That's what they want us to believe. But I'll tell you this much: if Louis Farrakhan, the Nation of Islam, or Elijah Muhammad had anything to do with that death, they would have been locked up. There's no way the American government is going to allow the Nation of Islam to live and to make differences in people's lives, fill people like myself up with so much knowledge and information where I'd be dedicated to being an upstanding part of my community and raising good boys, man. So I definitely, I'm discouraged by that. Me personally, I got Mr. Louis Farrakhan's back. But that was a show for today. I hope it was fun. I hope it was informative. You guys listen, be the judge of yourself. Please like, share, and subscribe. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. That has been a show. And y'all have a good one, man. Please like, share, and subscribe.